All right, Jesse, what are we doing today?
Roasting wieners. Animal wieners. Hello and welcome. I'm Jesse Inman. This is another episode of Cellar Rats into Cellar Rats.
And I'm Macho Man Aaron Savage.
We're gonna tackle another topic of no importance to anybody about a food that is not important to anybody except the Americans.
In true 4th of July fashion, we are going to focus on the cholesterol catalyst known commonly as a hot dog. We paired it with a selection of vinos.
Red, white, and rosé.
America! So we're going to get going with the wines. We're going to be tasting 2017 Chateau St. Jean Sauvignon Blanc from California. Then a 2019 Vin Gris from BIRICHINO. And then we've got a 2018 Dry Creek ZINFANDEL from MAZOCCO.
Famous backyard barbecue wine, little Chardonnay.
So this is a small, massive winery called Chateau St. Jean. It's in Valley of the Moon. It's owned by Treasury Wine Estates out of Australia.
How about this?
4th largest wine company in the world. I said the world.
What's the price point on this?
It's just $13. So it's actually really moderately priced.
It's missing a little brightness. It's kind of a little wet doggy.
They are so proud of it that they didn't put it on their website. So we don't actually know how many cases of this they've made, but I'm gonna make a guess.
Mucho.
1 million. Yeah, it's got like the fruit's there, but it's more like you muddled the citrus fruit in a little.
It's still crisp and clean and nice. It's still Sauvignon Blanc for sure, but it doesn't have that pizzazz that you really want, the nice cleanness. But
it's a little soft. I like a little more zip on my Sauvignon Blanc.
And one thing I was noticing, so like this one has a complete full cork. This is called a 1+1. It's 2 discs on each end of a composite cork, which is kind of ground up, glued back together. Usually it's less expensive, but you're not going to get a corked wine.
There's actually a little bit of orange blossom in there as well.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into the 2019 BIRICHINO. I always slaughter the name. I'm gonna call Alex and John, who own BIRICHINO, and ask them how they actually pronounce it. Because I don't know, but I love the winery.
And it's Vin Gris, Vin Gris.
Omelette de fromage.
Which means gray wine.
2019 gray wine.
So they put all the fruit in the press it off immediately. It's a little bit of skin contact.
We were talking about the California on the Sauvignon Blanc, maybe the lack of transparency. This is California apple, but with actually a lot of transparency.
Yeah, it's got a whole large book.
Tells you where all of the grapes came from, vineyards. It's 55% Grenache, about 27% Mourvedre, 8% Vermentino, and I believe
Cinsault.
8% Cinsault.
Which is my least favorite variety in the entire world, but can be really good if done well in a rosé. It's tutti frutti.
It's tutti frutti, but also a little bit of violets in there, like kind of dried floral violets, but definitely some Jolly Rancher watermelon, which is pleasant.
Yeah, in a good way. I think we had a wine a couple episodes ago that was tutti frutti, but it was like thick and rich, and this one's like crisp, clean, nice.
And actually finishes with floral, like a very floral back palate. It's good acidity.
What's the price point on this one?
That was $19.
Yeah, so this is, it's our jam. We're trying to find good wines at a good price, because why would you overspend for a wine that's like, meh?
Sub 25 is where a lot of people like to spend their money.
Good.
Yeah, I would have to say that that's pretty tasty. But I also tend to be a sucker for Southern France. Just a sucker. Well, that was rude. So now we're going to move into a 2018 MAZOCCO Dry Creek Zinfandel.
So everybody always pairs Zinfandel with barbecue.
It's like
sometimes
it's a lazy pick.
It's got high booze. People like to get hammered at a barbecue, get dad drunk and whatnot. So,
Dad, you're embarrassing me.
I thought this was America. Huh? Isn't this America?
Zinfandel tends to raisin early, even before it's ripe, so you get higher sugars, which means higher alcohol.
MAZOCCO was bought in 2005 by the Wilson family, not of the Beach Boys.
They make good wines, the Wilsons in general.
They do. MAZOCCO is a Zin house. Yeah. And these guys really pride themselves on Zinfandel because they are the only ones that I've ever seen that have a $150 Zinfandel on their website. Wow. That's pricey. Maybe somebody can buy it for me someday.
It's definitely got some raisin, but it's got a little bit of acid to back it up.
Blackberry, raspberry, little toffee. A lot of times you'll see American oak used on...
America.
Used on Zinfandel. They tend to marry fairly well as long as you don't like abuse it.
And a little bit of residual sugar typically, because the alcohol gets so high that the yeast basically kill themselves. They can't ferment any more sugar because the alcohol is so high, and they're leaving a little sugar in there. But they can help round out the alcohol.
And the finish on this is not complex at all, in a great way though. It tastes like a maraschino cherry had sex with a vanilla bean. And it's exploding all over my back palate. I don't know if you're allowed to say that on camera.
I don't know, but I'm turned on.
Yeah. People talk about complexity in wine all the time and oh, the layers and layers. There's no layer on that back end of that at all, but it is delicious. Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Let's see how it tastes with a hot dog.
Last time we tried tacos with wines that are double the price of Lucky Rock. This time we're gonna try hot dogs with some affordable wines.
So we started off the tasting with Nathan's.
Classic.
Less expensive. Let's see how she holds up next to a Sauvignon Blanc. I'm gluten-free, so I have bread because I went to 2 stores. No gluten-free buns.
Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
You know how you know somebody's gluten-free?
They talk about it.
They tell you about it. Neutral so far. Needed a second.
It tastes like wine and a hot dog. It doesn't taste bad.
It doesn't taste like hot dog water, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But
Chocolate starfish.
yeah, it's like totally, I mean, it kind of goes back to the taco thing. Good, bad, neutral. This is pretty neutral. Like the acidity kind of cuts through, at least for me.
I'd say
the gluten.
If you like wines and you like hot dogs, this is probably just fine.
So now we're gonna have some 2019 BIRICHINO Rosé with a common man's hot dog from Coney Island, Nathan's. Wow, that makes it kind of weird.
You like? I feel like rosé is actually a tough pair.
Kind of muddles the flavors a little bit. I'm bummed because I like the wine. And this Nathan's is actually, for a pedestrian hot dog, it's very good.
The classic mix-up.
But as a pairing, I would have to say, no bueno.
Also, no bueno is just gluten-free bread.
Says everybody. Now a little ZINFANDEL from MAZOCCO. Look at Nathan's hot dog. That's not bad. I like that. The cherry from the ZINFANDEL and the vanilla is like actually making this hot dog taste not disgusting.
So you're telling me the old adage, Zinfandel is a classic barbecue wine, is holding true?
We're f***ing cliches.
I think all the acid in these two screw with the whole situation. This is like, hey, I'm fruit. Don't eat gluten-free bread if you don't have to.
So just to recap, Nathan's hot dogs from Coney Island, 1930. Pretty good with ZINFANDEL. Boom, thumbs up.
Sounds like everybody's know what they're doing around here.
BIRICHINO, Rosé, and then, you know, the Death Star Sauvignon Blanc is actually, it's fine with the hot dog. On to the high end, my friend. All right, so now we're gonna taste the high-end hot dog, Neiman Ranch. If you've been fine dining anywhere in California, at least, your steak might have come from Neiman Ranch.
And I am gonna postulate that this hot dog is gonna taste like the other hot dog when it comes to pairing it with wine.
You're saying all hot dogs taste the same?
No. Yes.
All right. 2017 Chateau St. Jean Sauvignon Blanc. I feel like I've said that before. Let's have this boutique winery's Sauvignon Savi B, as some of the kids in the streets are calling it these days.
This goes better.
It does go better. This actually, and the French would love this, it has a little bit of this like flinty smokiness that you get from Sancerre's.
I was gonna say je ne sais quoi, but
yeah, I don't know what that means.
No.
But it does have a smoky kind of flinty quality that Sancerre classically can have. And it's brought out by the fancy hot dog. I'm flabbergasted. The hot dog mattered.
You can tell we grew up poor because we talk with our mouth full.
All right, now we're gonna try the 2019 BIRICHINO, or however it's pronounced, Vongris, with the bougie dog. The Nathan's was a fail. This is like neutral. What's your opinion, sir?
How are you gonna hold up, you bastard?
Now we're moving into the 2018 MAZOCCO Dry Creek Zinfandel. Please tell me I don't have any mustard on my face. Because this was the big winner with the cheap pedestrian Nathan's hot dog. No offense, Nathan's hot dogs. We basically, like I said earlier, are proving the cliche here that Zinfandel with kind of backyard barbecue food is nice. Make sure you drink plenty of water and maybe take some milk thistle for your liver because you're gonna get wasted because Zinfandel is high alcohol. But they're darn good. The pairing that really stood out to me was the Neiman Ranch hot dog with the Zinfandel. I always hate proving cliches, right? But in this instance,
we're contrarians here at Lucky Rock Wine Company, but turns out it's true. America's wine and America's food go very well together.
Happy 4th of July.